Oh,
the hell? It's not Wednesday. It's not Thursday. It's Sunday. What are we doing? What are we doing?
nothing better. Nothing better than Sunday beers. I got to tell you, as I get older, I realize that Sunday beers is just a real special thing.
Damn, maybe we should just call the show Sunday beers.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays, Thursdays.
But yes, we're on the eve of free agency, so why not do a special horned up, just getting everybody ready, getting those appetites wet, getting your pants wet as we think about free agency, what the Vikings may or may not be doing.
I don't like when you say wet. We got Montemiti Angel in the house. Nitzberg, Guilty Gunner says, I won't watch a game if the Vikings give Kirk $40 million. We got Bob Weston in the house. We got Jared, Viking Funeral, is always good to see him. Aglel, I think I maybe butchered that. I don't know where
you're seeing any of these names.
William F.W. Ender with his standard Millard.
William F.W. Ender, get to your room.
Rodrigo, Savage, Ashley, Boom, Ted. Oh.
Baker did get paid.
Welcome.
Me talking about that.
Junkie. Tim Voss, the winner of the John Randall signed jersey. Dilly, Rob, Mark. Yeah, we're going to talk a lot of free agency. Baker Mayfield just signed his damn contract. There's so much to talk about. And this week, boy, it's going to be a week.
It's going to be a week. It's actually... it's going to be an evening. We'll see what happens with Kirk Cousins tonight. That's going to be the first thing we'll talk about here once everybody gets settled in. But, yeah, it could start tonight, Fast and Furious.
What you got tonight, Fast and Furious? First one was actually pretty good. And then, boy.
I'm a big fan of the seventh one.
I think I honestly have only seen the first one, so I'm kind of lying to you guys a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if they're bad.
I think I've seen the first one, too. That's about it.
I saw it in the theaters, and I was really, really pumped up afterwards. And I drove my car really fast, and I thought it was cool.
You weren't.
No, I know. It was very clear. Very clear.
I'm trying to think what the hell car you would have had then.
I had a Mitsubishi Eclipse. Thank you for asking. A real piece of shit. Don't think this gets you out of Tuesday and Thursday. Oh, no. We'll be here Tuesday and Thursday. And honestly, depending on what goes on, might be live every damn day. We'll see. Wow. Mason M. Davey Chains.
Chaps. Wait, is he back to Davey Chains, not the original Gangsta?
He's not. The Gangsta has been
retired. Davey. What the hell, Davey?
I like it.
Lack of commitment.
We got tonight. Who needs to know?
All right. We got 8 Fowler's man-child. I don't know what that means.
All right, sorry. I'm just doing some quick cleanup here. Who's excited for free agency?
Me, this guy right here. Boom, boom, boom.
Well, let's Travis Nitzberg. The Browns did make a trade.
They did. Hi, Renee Lemoore.
King Omar. Ooh, King Omar and Lord Duncan. We might have a battle here. Who is the higher whatever it's called? Do you all think Baker's deal will impact Kirk's deal? But yeah, hell yeah, it will. Let's talk Baker Mayfield. Should we balls deep right into this or what?
Why not? Baker Mayfield just hours ago signed a contract with the Tampa Bay Bucks, or agreed to a contract. They can't sign it yet. So the whole thing is $50 million. Okay, it's a $100 million contract, $50 million guaranteed money, reach a maximum value of $115 million with incentives. It breaks down to this: $30 million this season, $30 million in 25, $20 million of which is guaranteed, and $40 million in 2026. That's a lot. That's a lot of fucking money for Baker Mayfield.
Well, yeah, but in 2026, $40 million, if he's playing like he did play last year, that ain't going to be a lot. So he'll probably ask for a raise at that point if he's still playing at a high level. So the contract works well for the Bucks. Baker Mayfield got paid. I mean, there was some. So what's the average year? 30?
It looks like 30. Yeah.
So if they got him for 30, I mean, I think they got it. I think they got him at a pretty damn good price. I mean, that's a good deal. I mean, you see some of the reports out there saying he might get damn near $40 million. So the Bucks, good for them. I mean, he obviously played very, very well for them. They get him at a decent price. And as far as when it comes to Kirk, I'm guessing Kirk was hoping Baker was going to get paid a little bit more.
I mean, Kirk's a better quarterback, not as healthy as Baker. He's maybe a better human. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure the parameters for Cousins' contract, whether it's the Vikings or the Falcons, are pretty much already in set. I'm guessing they're going to be higher than this by quite a bit. So, yeah, I think I just saw something recently looking at $45 million a year for Kirk Cousins, which, oof.
we got tonight? Yeah, we're gonna be talking Kirk. We're talking where some of these top Vikings free agents might land. Some guys that we want to look at. We're gonna do a little scenario for you guys. Which one you would pick free agency wise? So stick around, hit that sub button, and be sure to saddle up all week, because when somebody signs or somebody else signs with someone else, we're gonna be on it like Lupagus on a Slurpee from Dairy Queen.
I was gonna say really like a freshly grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh God,
Don't stand a chance.
Honestly, it doesn't have to be fresh. Like a grilled cheese that sits around for quite a while, they're still good. Even
my
if
kids are little and they leave their grilled cheese crusts. Those are the best. They should almost just do that as an appetizer. Grilled cheese crusts,
like somebody chewed on. Like
no, you don't have to have them chewed on if you're gonna.
No,
I would pay for grilled cheese crust as an appetizer at a restaurant, not pre-chewed.
All right. Ashley's hitting that. Yeah, if you guys are in here, hit that like button. Give us a little bit of help bumping up a little bit. Hit that like. Let's go. So yeah, Baker Mayfield. I wonder if we'll see any more before tomorrow gets signed. I hope we do. Somebody put it in. I think I just want to say somebody said like this is. I think it was Voss. Draft / free agency better than football season, and he ain't wrong.
It's right up there. It's right up there. Travis Nisper says, Wednesday is my birthday.
Well, Nitzberg, happy birthday. We won't be live Wednesday, but happy early birthday. We'll wish you a birthday on Tuesday.
Absolutely, we will, Nitzberg. Oh, look at that. Ashley's all over it.
Today?
Fuck off. Is that how it goes?
I think he says get effed. Yeah, Mark Johnson, the winner was announced. It was Tim Voss. Tim Voss won the John Randall jersey. We're still giving away the John Randall helmet next Sunday on St. Patrick's Day, only to people who are members of the show.
Have to be a member to get that beautiful signed helmet. I hope Lumbar still has it somewhere back there.
Right there. It's staring at me. Davies is on the 14th. This is a birthday month.
It is.
All right, let's talk Kirk Cousins.
Let's do it because tonight is the deadline. He is supposed to let the Vikings know his intentions if he is going to supposedly take the offer they gave them, or if he's going to hit free agency. So that should happen any minute now, I would think.
What would you say if somebody did anybody father ever ask you, what's your intentions with my daughter?
No, he knew.
No, that's gross. Yes, that's Diana Rossini, right? She put that out there, like basically whether it's the Vikings forcing this or Kirk Cousins forcing it, like, what's your final offer? Vikings are like, what are you going to do? Here's our offer. Whatever it is, I like it. Let's get this shit over with. I want to know. I can't handle it.
Yeah, so it makes me believe that the Vikings have some kind of contract there, some kind of offer. This is what we're going to give you. This is as much as we're going to give you. And now Kirk can say, you know what, I'm going to go see what else I can get. Or you can say, you know what, I'll take that. Hopefully it's less than what Baker Mayfield got with the Vikings are offering Kirk Cousins.
Jesus.
I just got to tell you, though, I'm ready to move on. Like I've just this whole last week, I've been dealing with it every single day, and I'm ready to move on. I'm in that mindset where I'm already thinking about a new quarterback, what other weapons we can do. Life without Kirk Cousins doesn't mean I wouldn't like to have him back, but I'm ready to move on.
I think this is more, and this is a complete guess, obviously, but I think this is more from the Viking side. Like, take it, or either take it or leave it, or we're out of here. Like, I can't see it from Kirk. Like, what's your final offer or whatever. I think it's more the Vikings because they want to spend some money tomorrow. They want to spend some money Tuesday and Wednesday, and they're not going to wait around. It's basically like, are you taking this because Kevin O'Connell loves Kirk Cousins? Kirk Cousins loves. I mean, I don't see this getting dirty by any means. I would assume this offer has been out for a very long time, and they want to know, and they want to know now.
But doesn't it feel like the arrow was going way to the Falcons, and now it feels like it's swinging back? I mean, aren't you getting that sense? I mean, I do feel like it's swinging back.
I was, but then when this came out, I think it's more the Vikings playing hardball. Like, dude, like, I don't know. I think it's weird that they're kind of saying it's tonight, because technically the Falcons can't tell them what their offer is until 11 tomorrow.
Yeah, and something about his contract isn't actually void till Wednesday, so I don't know how that factors in as well. But yeah, I mean, to me, this is a whole, like, your whole offseason plan changes if Kirk Cousins comes back. Now I'm kind of forgetting about a quarterback at 11. I'm thinking Jared Verse, Dallas Turner, 100%. And then just looking to win now is what I think we would do. Again, if he's gone, then I think it's, you're rebuilding this thing.
Here's my hope. My hope is the Vikings already gave him an offer. I hope it is definitely lower than the $45 million. And I hope they kind of lowballed him, just basically like, hey, if you want to be here, we want you here, whatever, we can build around you. And they just stick to their guns, and it is what it is. And he just says, you know what? Thank you for your time. Goodbye. Thank you for everything. Later. And if for some reason we sign him for like $38 million a year or whatever it is, it's a win. I mean, $38 million, I'll take that at this point. Like, I'm just more scared that it could be like 45.
Well, and then if it is that much, you got a lot of corresponding moves that are going to need to be made. Harrison Smith's contract has to be reworked. I'm guessing Dean Lowry will be cut. Who knows with Bradbury?
Dean Lowry cut. If
I
Dean
don't know why
Lowry
he's still
isn't
here.
cut, I'm going to come on live on Tuesday, just me, and just do unfathomable things.
You should cut something off your body. Is what
I
you
will.
be doing.
Like what? So, I mean, the league, the league starts Wednesday, correct?
Yep.
So, like Hitman. I mean, I think we even did this last year. We had some stragglers that we knew we were going to cut, but we just didn't cut. And we did it like after the tampering started. Like they started to make moves, and then they started cutting these guys. Shouldn't they be doing these guys justice and cutting them now?
It would be nice. It would be nice just, for their sake to find a new team. I mean, who the hell is going to want Dean Lowry? Maybe the Packers will take him back. I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of like the
Argonauts or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Argonaut.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, it's you would think they'd do that. Just to also know just what you got to spend. But again, you can sign someone and then it doesn't become final, so you can make the room in the budget after you make them agree to the terms. So yeah, it all starts with Kirk Cousins though, and we'll be watching. I mean, I'll be watching the Oscars, but also be watching Kirk Cousins on Twitter. What's going on there?
When are the Oscars?
Tonight.
Don't act like I should know when the Oscars.
I don't know.
I'd rather watch my mom.
You're a movie guy.
Crap. Let's talk Hitman quick. Like, I mean, there's whoever it was, Doogie saying he still wants to play, whatever. Like, if the Vikings were straight up moving on from him, like, just regardless of if he wanted to come back at a cheaper deal, Davey. I'm tired of the Kirk saga. Can we finally move on from the schmuck? Off from $20 million and membership to the One Barn Luppigus show.
Good deal.
Love it, Davey. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. But like, if they were just like completely done with Hitman based off of his play, they don't want him on the field, they would have cut him already. They would have. Post-June cut, whatever, he would be gone. Like, why is he still here? They're not going to do Hitman dirty. They're not going to wait until Wednesday and be like, screw you. I hope they don't.
Maybe he doesn't want to play anymore. Maybe he is going to actually retire. And
if he was going to retire, you think he would have retired already? Hitman's very confusing to me.
Maybe they already know what they're doing there, and they know on both ends. Maybe that's what it is. Here's a thing I do want to talk about. Like, I've seen on Twitter after the Baker Mayfield thing was said, and this whole deadline thing, everybody's talking about, oh, now we have 2 more years of this schmuck leading us nowhere. He's going to. I mean, they're forgetting Kirk Cousins is a damn good football player. He has won us a ton of football games. Yes, we haven't got to the promised land, but I mean, honestly, this team has had major issues with him as the quarterback. That's not his fault. So I don't know. I mean, he's a damn good player. I don't get all the hate that comes out about Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I mean, for a team that has been through the Christian Ponders, the Donovan McNabbs, the Kelly Holcombs, the Gus Frerots, the Brooke Bollingers, the whatever. It's funny that we get mad about a quarterback that's actually good. And when you look at what he's paid right now, like, and to be clear, I'm not this big Kirk Homer guy. Like, I don't really care what they do as long as the price is right. And honestly, at this point, I'm kind of hoping they move on from him and just start from scratch. But if they don't, like, I'm not going to be up like sweating, curled up in my blankie, like pissed off and going on Twitter. I'm moving on from this team. I'm never watching a Vikings game again. It's like, as long as it's not a crazy amount, and crazy amount means anything over 40 for me now. It was 35.
Now it's 40. Yeah, I don't know. Again, if you want a good quarterback that you don't, draft and get lucky like a CJ Stroud, you're going to have to pay for it. And we'll see. I just think it just tells what the Vikings mindset is, what Kwesi's mindset is. Because really, if they commit now to Kirk Cousins beyond 2 years, I think he's their quarterback that this could define this new regime here. A lot of times he's linked to a young guy. But if they re-sign Kirk Cousins and extend him beyond 2 years, that's their guy. That's their quarterback that they're going with.
All right, picture this. Close your eyes.
I don't know. Last time you did this, I felt something wet on my leg.
Close your eyes. All right, I'm in the shower.
Oh my God.
Okay, never mind. All right,
Why are
so
your
we
balls so
bring
low?
Kirk Cousins back.
Am I still closing my eyes?
Yes.
Oh.
Kirk Cousins is back.
Mm-hmm.
We bring in a new center
Mm-hmm.
and a left guard that is either like Dalton Reisner or better.
Mm-hmm.
And we upgrade at the running back position.
Okay.
Thoughts?
What's our defense look like? My thoughts.
Well, I mean, probably not great, but that offense just went. I mean, a very potent offense just got a lot better. And we still have Brian Flores, who took a defensive roster that probably should have ranked about 30th last year and made it pretty damn respectable. So
and
he's still going to add more pieces.
And for a stretch, they're like one of the best defenses in the league there for about 3-week stretch. So let's not forget that. I mean, you can compete. If you bring Kirk Cousins back, there's enough on this roster to compete, to make a push. NFC North is going to be tough next year. The Bears are better. The Lions are great. Packers are good too. So it's going to be a very competitive division, whether you bring Kirk Cousins back or not. So there's no cakewalk. Like, you can't bring Kirk Cousins back and be like, oh yeah, we're going to win the division.
Yeah. No,
if you went to Atlanta, they probably would win the division with him because that division is ass.
It is ass, and their offense is very good, and their offensive line is very good, and their defense is good. So he's. If I'm Kirk Cousins, I'm going to Atlanta, and I'm really not even thinking twice.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. And like I said, I'm ready for it. Like, I've seen life without Kirk Cousins last year for 7, 6, 8 games, whatever the fuck it was. Mentally, I'm prepared. I'm okay to move on.
So am I. Nope, I'm all for it. The only reason it would be fun for him to come back is just because they're still all in. Like it's been a while since we just kind of started from scratch, and this is going to be new territory for a lot of Vikings fans. Where if it's a JJ McCarthy, and we kind of just say screw it, I mean, it could get ugly, and people will still complain. Mm-hmm. If we draft JJ McCarthy at 11 or trade up for him, and we go 5-12,
mm-hmm.
people are going to be pissed off. If we bring back Kirk Cousins and we go 11-6, people are going to be pissed off. So it'll be interesting either way.
If we bring back Kirk Cousins and go like 7-10, that it would be, Twitter might just crash.
Well, Twitter might crash, but Kevin O'Connell and Kwesi probably won't have a job next year because this is, I mean, from Kwesi's side. And Kevin O'Connell obviously has a lot of say in this. Like, Kirk Cousins, whether they re-sign him or not, is their job. Like, if that doesn't work out and they suck next year, I wouldn't be surprised one damn bit if they get fired.
With
if they
Kirk
move
back,
on from him, it's going to give them some what?
Yeah, with Kirk back.
Yeah, if they bring Kirk back and it doesn't work, they should be fired, and they probably will be fired. If they bring in a JJ McCarthy, they get a little bit longer leash for a little while.
I keep seeing the comments here, a lot of comments about Kirk Cousins and his Achilles. I mean, to me, it's not as big of a deal because he's not a running quarterback. Like, you've already seen him. He can drop back. He's been able to throw. I think he'll be fine. He's not a guy who takes off and makes plays with his legs.
He probably doesn't even need legs. And
I'm not.
Like, he doesn't have them anyway.
I think, it depends on the quarterback. That, to me, is a non-factor.
Yeah, it's pretty much running around with cement blocks on his feet anyways. So I'm not worried about that, whatever. But yeah, this offseason is Kwesi's moment. Like, last year, he shedded some vets, cleared up some space. He made some moves that weren't popular. And it's funny because all the moves he made, pretty much everybody already got cut again. Patrick Peterson's, the Eric Kendricks. So this is his moment, like, where this team is going. This is his.
And I think this is the offseason where he could really shape this, start making it his team. Like, he had a ton of guys from the Spielman era that carried over. He actually brought back a ton last year. That I was surprised they did with Bradbury, Madison, who's gone again. But I thought he really had a chance last year to maybe start shaping this thing. This is his chance to really shape this thing. So I think we will see a lot more Kwesi, his guys on this roster this year.
Lennox should be goddamn quarterback coach.
So
that's like how he said rockets. Full-bodied rockets. So yes, Kirk Cousins tonight. I'm sure we'll have a very good sense, depending on what time that is, what we're thinking.
Well, I love you mentioned time because let's not forget last year, maybe even Kwesi's regime. There's a lot of signings he makes after the 9 o'clock hour between 9 and 10.
What time did he sign Dean Lowry? I hope it was at like. I hope that he probably made that one at like 3 a.m. He's like, oh shit! I hope nobody realizes I signed Dean Lowry.
When we signed Delvin Tomlinson, I don't know who was it. I don't remember, but I came back. It was like late. It was like 10:30. I'm like, holy shit, we just signed somebody. So I had to do a video. I think it was at a basketball game or something.
Well, just to be clear, when you're watching our videos, when we sign someone, you give our thoughts. I was very excited about Dean Lowry. I thought he was going to be a very underrated player. I thought he was going to be fantastic. I'm a moron. I don't know anything.
Yeah, you are a moron. Let's move on, though. Let's stop Kirk Cousins. Let's go to Danielle Hunter. I think everybody's pretty much in agreement that he is gone. Where do you think Danielle Hunter? I mean, number one, do you think he's gone, and then where do you think he's going to land?
Yeah, I want to know if in the comments if anyone actually thinks he will be back.
Yeah.
Does anybody think he's going to be back? And if you're watching, hit that like button. Make sure you're subbed if you haven't subbed yet. Trying to get 12,000 before draft day, baby. Who thinks he's going to be back? Who's coming with me?
And Lowry was signed March 20th of 2023.
A day that will just go down as one of the worst days in Vikings history.
Nithberg says, we got a lot of no's. We got Leo says that Kirk is gone. Hunter is back.
Kirk's gone. Hunter's wow.
I hope Lennox hope Hunter gets the bag.
If we let Kirk walk, he'll be back. I don't know. I mean,
we got to put Mark Johnson's comment up. He's tying pickleball into this.
I didn't see. Where is it?
I
developed Achilles tendonitis in both feet due to pickleball. I can tell you, overall mobility will be a problem. Oh, Mark.
How old are you, Mark? You don't look that old in your picture.
Both feet. I could smoke you. I'll play left-handed. I'll put that thing between my butt cheeks and I'll smoke you.
Mark sounds really gross. Hunter
gone. Deuce's Pizza Ranch. Good chicken. If he's gone, just stay out of the NFC North. Yeah, Voss, that's mine and Lupagus's thoughts exactly. Yeah. But it is interesting. Like, if Kirk Cousins does go, I mean, I think Danielle Hunter, I think that even makes it more easy to move on from Danielle Hunter, too. Like, I think they just want to tear it down.
I don't think they're tied together at all. Like, I think Hunter's gone. I do.
Yeah, I think he's gone.
And I'm ready for that. Whatever, it's what it is. It's too bad we couldn't have traded him last year and got something for him, but that's all right. We had a hell of a year last year. It's fun watching him play. Appreciate everything he's done for us.
What would have happened if we traded him? We would have gotten a 4th-round pick, and everybody would have been so damn mad that we traded him, and then it would have been like, that's why we didn't make the playoffs. So I'm glad they held on to him. We knew what happened with keeping him. Take that 4th-round pick, whatever it would have been, shove it up your butt. I think Danielle Hunter is gone. He's going to get paid by the Jags, by the Rams, by the Bears, Lions, whatever. Hopefully, Danielle will throw us a bone and not sign with an NFC North team.
I think the worst would be the Lions, just because him, Aiden Hutchinson, that would be so damn tough to deal with twice a season. Not interested in that one bit. The Bears are still the Bears, even though they are getting better. I'd hate it, but I could live with that.
I couldn't live with it. Him and Montez Sweat playing those guys twice a year would be brutal. Go sign with the Rams. Go sign with the Jags. You and Mac Jones can hang out. Get the hell out of here. Go as far away as possible, and I will be your biggest fan.
Get the hell out of here.
I was watching somebody put it on Twitter, the Danielle Hunter, and it was a very prominent draft guy. Did you see that? When we drafted Danielle Hunter, they basically said, horrible pick. It was not going to work out. A big swing, blah, blah, blah. And beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like he was like a guy they thought was being a 5-tech in the 3-4 when he was coming out. So he's shocked the world. And
there we go. Football junk. Sign with the Titans. That would be even better. A team that's horrible. Just like somebody offer him like $30 million a year and just go get paid.
Yeah, I mean it sucks. But he's going to be gone. He's going to be gone. I think
if he comes back, I would be more surprised than like us re-signing Dean Lowry.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a Bear. I'm sticking with it. I'm going Bear.
I do too. When I close my eyes, I see very, very inappropriate things, but then I see Danielle Hunter in a Bears uniform.
All right, let's keep playing this game. Where we'll land? We got a few, 2 more here. Where will DJ Wonnum land? And do you think he's coming back? Wonnum.
Vikings are in the mix. DJ Wonnum. What
do you guys think with DJ Wonnum? Where's he going to go?
DJ Wonnum. When I think DJ Wonnum, you see that like Bryce Huff. He had like One good year last year. He had his coming out party. I can't remember how many sacks it was, but it was over 10. I like DJ Wonnum should be right in that category. And Bryce Huff is getting all the like, hey man, he's going to get paid a ton. What was he like 13, 14, maybe it's even more than that. Wonnum should be in that.
It was right around 10 million for Huff. We got a lot of everybody thinks DJ. Okay, we got 3 back, then we got a leaving. Viking Funeral's not taking a hard stance either way. He says a possible return, so he must be in front of that door and might just be cracked open a little bit, that front door of his.
All right, we got over 200 watching. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub. We're going to be here all damn week talking so much damn Vikings. We appreciate everybody coming on.
Well, I
think Wonnum, it's like I don't know. It's like when you have your side dish is corn, just canned corn that was microwaved. It's like I don't know if I want to eat this or not.
It's there.
DJ Wonnum is kind of my corn right now. I don't know if I want him back or not.
Here's the thing with DJ Wonnum that I liked. I mean, he became a complete end. I mean, before he was just kind of the edge rusher guy. He got 8 sacks, I think, 2 years ago. He had 8 sacks this year, and he got hurt with 3-4 weeks to go. But he was also becoming a very good run defender, so he's becoming a complete player. So that to me is what's intriguing with DJ Wonnum. Like I think he finally with Flores, the things really turned on to be a complete football player. So he is coming up to injury, which kind of complicates things. So I don't not really know what his market's going to be, but I would take him back. But I feel like he's gone. You mentioned Raiders. No, I can't not see that.
I think DJ Wonnum, somebody's going to just throw a bunch of money at him. Like I think, I mean, obviously nowhere near the Danielle Hunter type of cashish, but someone's just going to overpay for him. You see these edge rushers coming off their rookie deal who just continue to get better. And it's like, hot damn, I want this guy. I mean, if Marcus Davenport, if we sign him for 13 million last year, DJ Wonnum deserves to be paid. And I think he's just going to get, it's just going to be the kind of the same scenario of everyone else we've talked about. He's just going to be too much. We can't bring him back for that price.
Yeah. Speaking of Davenport, Lennox with 21 saying how he wants him back if he can play. But there's been multiple reports on it. It came out again like he could have played. He just didn't want to. Like he was not hurrying to get back on the field.
Davenport?
Yeah, he was happy.
I don't ever want to talk about him again.
Lennox 21 wants him back more than anything in the world.
I'm pretty sure he's messing with you.
I'm just commenting on the comment. It just again doesn't make any sense to me. But
I don't think he ever plays again. Anyway,
you think if that's really the case, that's going to get out to teams, and Davenport is going to be sitting around until probably June, maybe even July.
The amount of money he's made and clearly doesn't really like football.
Yeah,
he could hopefully he did well. Put his money away, invested it, whatever. He can just retire.
Hit the bricks, as they say.
Hit the bricks, Davenport.
Hit him
for your time.
How about KJ Osborne? KJ Osborne, will he be back? If not, where is he going to land? Where will KJ Osborne land?
KJ Osborne didn't have the best season last year. A lot of drops.
A lot of drops.
M. Sullivan says Davenport's double ass.
Double ass. Not one ass.
Get out, KJ. That's not nice, dilly. Wow, Davey says he's going to be here. I think that's going to be not a common answer. Panthers. Jelly Monster. Haven't seen you in a while, man.
Jelly Monster. I forgot what Jelly Monster.
I think about him all day, every day. I never forget about Jelly Monster.
I think about Peanut Butter Monster.
Peanut butter is definitely better than jelly.
Davenport gets no HJs.
Osborne.
Wow.
There's no way in hell KJ Osborne comes back.
Tim Boss has breaking news. He's going to the Cardinals.
I don't see it, but I believe you.
Yeah. I think he's gone. I think he's
Is that a question?
I don't know.
I think he's gone.
Oh, I was reading Harms. I think he's gone. I do think he's gone. I think he's going to try to be a number 2 somewhere. And I saw this on a video I watched this morning when I was riding the bike. Mention the Panthers, and I think it makes sense. Adam Thielen's there. He's going to recruit him. I think they think highly of Adam Thielen in Carolina. And if he says, bring this guy in, they may listen. So that made sense to me. I saw the Saints thrown out there too. I also think the Patriots make sense for KJ Osborne.
I'm telling you, he's going to be a giant.
Yeah, that's what I want.
I have no reason to say that. I just can picture KJ Osborne in that giant blue and the Giants being morons and paying him way too much. Like, I think his projected contract, PFF-wise, was only like $5 million a year. That seems low. Even though he's had a bad season, receivers always get paid way more than they should. Like, he deserves a shot at the number 2. it just sucks ass how bad of a season he had. I mean, my thought was he's gone anyways. After Addison obviously blew up, Jefferson, we don't need him, or we can't pay him with those guys. I was rooting for him to have a good season and just go get absolutely paid.
I'm surprised he didn't. Most guys do when it's money a year. They cash that thing in and they have their best season ever. But KJ was the opposite. He struggled. He had drops. So yeah, not a great money season for KJ Osborne. So we'll see where he ends up, where he ultimately ends up going. But I do not expect him back in Minnesota. And I think this is another where you look at it. Hunter, Wonnum, and Osborne, if they're all not brought back, or I mean, all three are gone, that's truly going to show that Kwesi's ready to put his stamp on this team, his mushroom stamp all over the squad and make it his finally and start having all of his guys.
All starts with Kirk. All starts with Kirk. No, yeah, nobody thinks nobody except for Davey, I think, thinks KJ's coming back.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like Harmsy said, he'll test the market, find there's nothing out there, and come crawling back with his dick between his legs.
I mean, that's not the craziest thing as far as him coming back and say, hey, sign me 1 year deal. Could be his kind of prove it deal. Have a better season you did last year, and then go get paid, because he still has a couple paydays ahead of him. Because I don't think KJ, I mean, he must only be about 25.
Oh, I'm glad you asked that one,
I bet he's still a wee young lad.
Yeah, I would say that. Maybe 26. Soaking wet. He's 26.
26 years old.
He's born in 97.
Came back, had a good season. 27, still gets a nice little payday. Nah, I don't want him back. Goodbye, KJ. Good luck.
I don't either.
Good luck with the Seattle Seahawks next year.
KJ, I thought you said he's going to the Giants.
I can never make up my mind.
Apparently not.
I don't care where it is. Just
let's talk about.
I don't want him.
Let's talk about a guy that apparently we're very high on, and he's also wants to come here. Are we going to make it happen? Is Christian Wilkins going to be wearing purple? Maybe this time tomorrow evening.
Oh my God! Like Raven purple or Viking purple?
Viking purple.
Ashley Dick, yeah, let's get over 100 likes. Everybody hit that.
You guys are offending Ashley right now.
Hit that like button. Let's see if we can get over 100 likes. It takes about a half a calorie. Click. Even if you don't like us. Please,
even if you don't want to burn calories, hit it.
Give us a like. Let's go. Let's get over 100. Christian Wilkins, what are we thinking? I got weird thoughts on Christian Wilkins.
It is weird when you do this.
These are my jazz hands.
Now, you're apparently very talented in choir.
Is that what jazz hands are? Christian Wilkins. So his latest projection is 25 million. 25 million a year, 28 years old. Christian Wilkins, do you want him here? Let's say a 4-year contract.
I see a lot of yeses. Voss is getting very graphic.
I could see that. Absolutely. I think he'll get 28. Wow. I don't know about that. That's a little nutty.
What did Chris Jones get? What did the old dingus get?
He got quite a bit. I mean, Ezra Cleveland, I think, is getting paid $50 million a year. So anything's possible. Everybody wants him.
Yeah.
It's not even.
So, Jones got 160 with 95 guaranteed. I'm not sure how that breaks down. It's over.
All right. Can I give you my Christian Wilkins conundrum?
Sure.
So if we sign Christian Wilkins, clearly we're not signing Danielle Hunter. Or, you know what? Maybe, but probably not. And probably not Kirk Cousins. So, like, if we're rebuilding, if we're tearing it down, what's the point of signing Christian Wilkins? Like, please tell me. Like, it's an honest question. And I will tell you too. Like, I don't get it.
Because he's going to be here, like you mentioned, 4 years. So maybe year one is that
still rebuilding like 28. So by the time we're good, I don't know.
So he's got like three probably very good seasons still left in him. I think 2 of those, the Vikings, even if they go rookie quarterback, will be competitive. It doesn't take long for a rookie quarterback to jump in and learn shit. I mean, for a good one, if you do assume you land a good one. And I think you got 2 good years of prime Christian Wilkins. So I think it makes sense. I don't think that's an issue. I think maybe the first year might be where you're not competitive, but he can get here, get acclimated, and then year 2, year 3, maybe even year 4, you got some competitive years there.
No, I'm not saying I wouldn't want him to sign if that was the case. It's just like my mind, like it would be so much better if he was like 26. But if we got Christian Wilkins and didn't sign another player, I would still be happier and shit. I love Christian Wilkins.
Mhm.
We love that dude coming out of college. He's fantastic. He would come here and absolutely it would be a 180 on that defensive line. You could keep horrible Harry up there. Christian Wilkins. Ja'Kalen Roy, maybe not, but maybe Brandon Fisk in the draft, baby. Anybody.
Like Sweat.
He would defensive line would not be an issue anymore.
Well, I mean, what you're doing is moving a superstar from edge and Danielle Hunter. You're putting on your D line, so you're going from a superstar to a superstar, just different spots. Then you got to go back and figure that out. But man, yeah, it would be nice. The guy, I think Dave just put cornerstone piece for our defense, and he would be that. And again, it seems like the interest is mutual, and I'd be willing to shell out whatever it takes to get him here.
Yeah, Wilkins he might be 28, but he's got 4 or 5 good years left. And I mean, isn't Chris Jones like 30? And he just got absolutely
do more on Chris Jones. How old is he?
I want to say he's 30, but
did he ever heal from that horrible turf burn he got on his pee-pee during the combine?
That's ding dong burn. Yeah, he healed. He's having a real nice career. I don't know if you heard.
29. He's 29 and still has a 3rd-degree burn.
Hey, is this guy messing with us?
I don't know. Let me get on Twitter. I knew something was going to break when we're doing this live. I just knew it.
I don't care. I'm glad everybody's here to witness this. A few Kinlaw comments. Javon Kinlaw is projected to get $5.5 million. I'd be all for bringing him in. Kirk chasing the money again. I think we might have some news here.
I've not seen anything.
I've seen some
bots are coming up on my Twitter though.
You know what? It's an algorithm thing. Like if you search for stuff like that, they will put it in front of you.
I don't.
So you just admit it to everybody that you or me. No, it's not real. All right.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
I haven't seen your news. All right, he's messing with us. All right, so Christian Wilkins, everybody's in on him. How can you not be? It will be interesting to see what he does get paid because, again, I could see a bidding war for his services.
Luft is reporting that the turf burn on Jones's dong was motivation for him, and that's why he became so dominant.
I believe it. A lot of people breaking news that Baker Mayfield signed.
Yeah, we already talked about that.
Let's do positions we expect. Like so this week, right out of the gates.
Yeah.
And remember last year, we've said this a few times. The first positions they signed, like Josh Oliver.
It was first one.
It was just weird signing position wise. From Monday to Wednesday during the tampering period, what positions do you expect the Vikings to fill? Which ones will you not be happy if they don't fill?
I got 3 I think they're going to fill.
Tim Voss thinks maybe missionary.
He thinks they're going to do missionary.
David James wants Barkley.
I missed the original Gant stuff.
Jelly Monster's getting really graphic here. Mason M calls it Andrew Van Ginkel, a guy that the Vikings definitely like. Brian Flores likes, edge rusher out of Miami.
Steve Jones says they will get CB. They will get CB.
They will get CB. God, I bet he's so
Cockburn. That's what Chris Jones got to the combine.
How many likes we up to? We got 253. I hope we're up over 100. Let's go.
We got 6.
Are we serious?
I don't know.
This isn't because of my hockey.
96. We're almost at 100.
Let's get to 100. Hit that like button. We're trying to get over 100. This isn't because I'm a Hawkeye. I predict Epinesa will sign. I think he's projected around $6.5 million. I've looked at so many projections. You could probably name a player. Got it. Dean Lowry, $0.
Win.
Trey Wynn?
Isaiah Wynn.
I didn't even know he still played. 96. We're close. All right. Mark Johnson says inside offensive line, interior offensive line, running back, corner.
Arms, we've got to ask you about this Eric All one day that apparently the Vikings are interested in. We'll have to hit you up on your opinion
all
on
game
him.
Some game all.
Again, and guys, still send us your mock drafts. onebarlopicus@gmail.com. We'll be collecting those and pick a couple to go over on Tuesday's Mocked Up.
Absolutely. And we'll be live during the draft. So join us for the tailgate party. Join us during the draft. We're going to have special guests doing a shit ton of giveaways, jerseys. Ashley's helping us out on some fantastic giveaways.
I mean, dick packages?
We're just giving out dicks this year. That's it.
No burns.
So, all right. I mean, linebacker, defensive tackle, guard, early signings. Lepicus, what do you think?
Yeah, I think Christian Wilkins will be one of the signings. I think he's going to be one.
Jimmy, we got over a Hondu?
Oh, are you serious?
Appreciate it.
I think Christian Wilkins will be one. I think it's going to be some.
Good to see you, bud.
I think it's going to be some random offensive tackle that no one's expecting us to sign. I just feel like that's going to be. We really have no depth, so it shouldn't be shocking. But I think that's going to happen. And I think a running back. I think we're going to get a running back here in the first 3 days.
Geez, anybody in particular?
Yeah, Tony Pollard.
I was just going to say. I bet it's Tony Pollard.
It is. I just feel like Tony Pollard is going to be a Viking.
Tony Pollard seems like a guy that's just going to get really underpaid. Like, there's so many running backs. This free agency, if you're a running back this year,
you're screwed.
Unless you're one of those top dogs like Barkley, like Madison. We were talking about in a video we did earlier, like poor Alexander Madison gets cut in probably the best free agency class of running backs ever.
Yeah,
there's going to be some deals out there.
He's going to get a similar deal to what Nick Muse got, like $695K.
Oh, Jesus, that's not nice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Eckler, who'd you do? Ed Guy Rock says Tony Pollard or Eckler. Lumpicus, who'd you do?
I don't know. I mean, do we already have Eckler at home and Ty Chandler? That's my question.
Are you shitting me? You're comparing Ty Chandler to Austin.
The thing at home is never as good, but that's what you say. Like, we have this at home already. Pollard's kind of similar. So I think, if I was picking between the two, I think Eckler's the better player.
Don't compare Ty Chandler to one of the best running backs in the league.
Just saying, I think they're similar skill sets.
7 years, whatever it is.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just went with like a bruiser.
Yeah, if they're in on Ty Chandler and it was a love fest that you saw. Kwesi loved Ty Chandler, Kevin O'Connell loved Ty Chandler. So yeah, if they brought in a bruiser, that would make complete sense. But Eckler, he fits this offense so beautifully, catching that ball out of the backfield. Ty Chandler could just take a back seat, and we could still bring in a bruiser. But we got Austin Eckler. So yeah, running. So positions I expect.
We got a new member, by the way. Skull TYA is a member.
TYA, I thought he was a member.
I think he comes and goes.
Good. I'm glad to see TYA. We haven't seen him in a while. I think defensive line, and like you said, there's just while these other teams are making these huge splashy signings, the Vikings always just bring in these weird dudes that we got to Google to see who they are for depth. And I completely expect it again.
Yeah, I'd never heard of Austin Schlottman until we brought him in here.
I don't think we were very nice about that video either.
We might have been drunk. But yeah, there's going to be those. And again, but the first 3 days, first 5 days, it's going to be sexy signings this week. After that, it starts to pitter off, and then you get, more meat and potatoes kind of signings.
Maybe this year the Vikings will be that team that just, was it Jaguars last year? Who was it? Maybe it was a couple of years ago. Like, just seemed like they signed everybody.
Oh, yeah.
All the big names. Maybe we'll be that team.
Think so?
No, but it's nice to dream.
Could you imagine if we
Vikings? AJ Dillon will probably be about $7.
I'd take AJ Dillon for $7.
There's your bruiser.
Big, thick, meaty thighs.
Jesus, go take a cold shower.
If he fell at the combine, the turf would get the burn, not his dick.
Okay, all right. So let's do a little who would you do here?
Who would you do?
Who would you do? So I'm going to give 3 scenarios for free agency.
I don't like how you say scenario.
I did that on purpose. So I'm going to give 3 scenarios.
Thank you.
Free agency wise. And you know what? I just tried to mix it up a little bit. And obviously this isn't the only signings that we're making. It's just kind of random. I don't want to know in the comments, who would you do? Beatrice, Mabel, or Loretta? So we're going to start with
just by
Beatrice.
names. I'm going Loretta.
We're going Beatrice.
Oof.
Kevin Zeitler, remember, he's 34 years old. Andrew Van Ginkel's kind of the guy you're taking a swing on as far as, is this guy good or not? And Wilkins is just a whammo.
How old did you say Zeitler is?
I think he's going to be 34.
I'm sorry. I thought you said it.
No, I said I think he's going to be 34.
Okay.
So that is Beatrice.
Mm-hmm. He's 34.
Next up, Mabel. They go with Sheldon Rankins. They get that defensive tackle. Sheldon Rankins projected to get about $10 million. Kind of a cheaper D-line option. Still good. Chase Young. That's where they're swinging. And then Sean Murphy Bunting. Get that cornerback.
And Mabel, just to talk quick, it just seems like that's a group of Kwesi type signings right there.
It is. Tim Voss's Beatrice is giving him the meat sweats.
Is that good? All right.
What do you say, Loretta?
Let's see what Loretta. Yeah, we got Old McDonald's back. Old McDonald. I thought maybe the goat got him. He's back.
Old McDonald,
With
good
the
to see you,
donkey.
buddy. Good to see you, Loretta. We're kind of swinging for the fences here. Bryce Huff, the edge rusher, and this is so. Just to be clear, those first two options are assuming that Kirk Cousins is not here.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be very clear, Loretta, Kirk Cousins does come back. They sign that big hefty guard and Damian Lewis. We lose Danielle Hunter, but they bring in Bryce Huff.
Adam Cummings says Loretta will never happen. You know what? She
I
ain't
think
gonna happen.
that mostly has to do with Kirk Cousins. We got a Mabel. We got a Mabel in the mix.
Really? I know which way I'm gonna go, and there's only one reason.
Well, I can guess that it's probably Beatrice because it's just Christian Wilkins. So for Beatrice, let me give you my thought behind this. Beatrice, I threw Wilkins in there, but then I gave you Zeitler, who's going to be like probably maybe a 1-year signing, and Van Ginkel is just a complete question mark. Mabel to me is the more safer one, and then you get Chase Young, where you're taking you could look like a genius there. Murphy Bunting is going to be a very good corner. Sheldon Rankins will be very good. Are they going to be elite? No. And then Loretta is just like, we still want to win big time. We just couldn't afford Danielle Hunter.
Yeah. No, I'm going Beatrice just because like I've seen Mabel before. I've seen Kwesi bring in these mid-tier guys with upside and have mixed results with it. I'm ready to make that splashy sign. I'm ready to go on a big guy, give him some money. That's why I like Beatrice, because Christian Wilkins is there. And I like Van Ginkel as well. So 2 Flores guys in that mix. And Zeitler, hell, we brought Questenberry in. The old man worked out well. So it's because Kwesi's gone younger in the past doesn't mean he can't solidify a position for 1 year by bringing in Zeitler.
Football Junkie would do Beatrice and Mabel. Loretta, you know what? Not a good option. Nobody's liking Loretta, and I think it has a lot to do with that quarterback in the right corner.
It does.
I got to be honest. I'm pretty surprised. A lot of Mabels.
Someone just asked for wait. The original Viking Gangsta is back, and he wants Mod.
I don't know who Mod is.
It's
I would take Beatrice, and it's because of Wilkins and Van Ginkel. And one thing I do want to talk about quick is like Miami Dolphins. I mean, think about these defensive players. I mean, Howard got cut. Baker got cut, their linebacker. Wilkins, Van Ginkel. I mean, half of the Miami Dolphins defense is available, and most of them were there when Brian Flores was coaching, and he drafted a lot of these guys. So I'm very curious to see, like, if this love connection, Chuck Woolery style, is going to bring any of these guys here, and maybe bring them here cheaper, because this is his moment to sit and pluck these guys.
Yeah, and I think he is going to make his strongest effort to make those happen and bring in some
over
of his
under
boys.
2 Miami Dolphin defenders on this team next year.
I would say 2. I would say over. I would say higher.
Xavier, I mean,
the line should be 1.5.
I think Howard's going to be here.
Oh, they love each other.
They do. Let's do. What else we got?
I don't know. I think we've gone through our agenda. Let me just take a look. Yeah, I mean, I think we've pretty much hit her up.
I mean, it's free agency eve, best time of the year. We're going to be here all damn week, lives. Anytime we get a signing, we're going to come on here, give us our thoughts. I'm just real excited. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight.
Oh, you'll be fine. You'll take
Dusty
some melatonin.
Roberts is drunk.
He's drunk. Dusty
He
Ray.
says three former Dolphins. Nick, hello.
Hello,
Nick.
Nick.
Might be a little bit late, but hey, we appreciate everybody coming on. This was kind of an impromptu free agency eve video. Hit that like button if you haven't subscribed. Be sure to subscribe. We're giving away the John Randall signed helmet. You got to be a member, so make sure you're a member to get in that drawing. We're going to be giving away on St. Patrick's Day next Sunday.
Absolutely. And yeah, I mean, keep glued to Twitter tonight. The Cousins news is supposed to drop any minute here. And like Bob Sacramento just said, Cousins has an early bedtime, so it shouldn't be too late. All right. So again, good to see the original Viking Gangsta is back. And guys, when you think about free agency, also remember this. Madamita probably already knows this because it's movie related and it's horror movie related. Willem Dafoe's penis was so large that after the filming of the 2009 psychological thriller Antichrist, the director had to cut the scene, Dafoe's actual penis, and reshoot it with a body double because it was so large that everyone in the room was confused.
I believe it. Let's go.